Well, hey y'all, welcome to another episode here on RevStoration. I must tell you, I hope y'all really in for a good one today, because we got a grand old when it rains it pours episode today. I mean, I got a story to tell, and then we got a work to do because of it. I mean, it's just been it's been one of those times, been one of those days, been one of those seasons that's been rather short, that's cost me a little money, it's gonna cost me a little work, but hey, it could be a whole lot worse. I'll see y'all after the intro. If having fun was against the law, we would be guilty as charged. All we are is shady shade tree mechanics from Butts County. Yep, the tail end of the world, just having fun. If you're interested in this kind of journey, come along. I'm David, I go by Rev here on YouTube. My daddy, also known as the old man, my wife, Nikki T. All we like to do is have fun and enjoy ourselves. So if you're interested in that journey, if you're interested in not learning how to do it, but just seeing the craziness of how we do it, come along for the journey here on RevStoration. Well, y'all, here I am. This is JC's 1987 Ford F-150. Y'all saw it on the channel. We want to paint it. We got a whole bunch of work that we want to do to this rig. But one of the issues this rig has is she's running a little hot. It's old 302 and ain't getting good gas mileage. I mean, the gas mileage was, I thought I put in a wrong fuel pump on it. I mean, really, it was taking the front tank. I saw it's got two tanks, but the only one that works is the front tank. When me and the old man got it running, I put a new pump on it. I thought, well, maybe they put a wrong pump on it, because at about 125 miles, she was running out of gas. So I thought, man, something just ain't right. Well, I went and filled it up, and guess what? It had about, I filled it up at about 120 miles, and it had already used 14 and a half. Y'all do that math, that's about 8 miles to the gallon. Something just wasn't right. I mean, it was, it just wasn't right. So I went playing around. Of course, it was running hot, running a little hot, not really hot. So the old boy is starting school next week, so I wanted to kind of do a little work to it. So I got in today and played around. I did the old penny trick on the EGR valve. Should I do that? I don't know, but I did it. The EGR valve, it was not getting, I could replace it, but I don't really like them. So what I did is I plugged it up with a penny right here. I unbolted this, put a penny in it, bolted it back up, blocked it off. So now when you crank it up, boy, it runs steady. I mean, steadier. So I called that good. And I said, well, I'm gonna get in there and figure out what's causing it to run a little hot. I didn't know if it was a radiator. I really didn't know what it is. I didn't know what was causing it to run hot. Didn't know if it was timing. Of course, the timing I got way advanced, because I went on in there. I wanted to get the thermostat. Yep, there's a 180 thermostat. It originally had a 195. Now, y'all tell me if this makes sense. When I took the old one out, it was a 160. But it was running hot about, I don't know, 195, 200, 205. I know that's not hot, but it's hotter than I want it. I want it to run cooler than that. What I'm thinking is happening is because the thermostat was opening up so early, it wasn't giving the water time to cool off in the radiator before it was putting it right back in the engine. So now I'm going with a 180. I probably should have went with a 195, but I'm gonna go 180 because that's what I bought. And I was gonna put it in. So when I took this off, of course, this housing ain't all that good. Getting ready to bolt it back on. If y'all look, yep, that's the right side. That side goes to the block. So as I was getting ready to do that, I noticed the hose. Of course, the bypass hose that goes right here and flips around to the other side. I noticed it was a little boogered up. You know, not really bad, not leaking, but swelling. Just needed to be replaced. So y'all, I went to O'Reilly's. We got gnats like crazy out here. I went to O'Reilly's. I could have went and pudding, but I didn't. I went in my old Danger Ranger. See the hood up? That's the story I got to tell. Let me show you. Y'all, this is my 1999 Ford Ranger. I've had it before Nikki T, before JC and Reagan. I've had this truck forever. This is the Danger Ranger. I mean, I've known this truck for its whole life. I have sort of maintained it. I mean, I've taken care of it. It ain't been all that good. But I'm gonna tell you, recently I thought I had a blown head gasket. We don't like to hear that, right? What it was doing is it was blowing a little bit right in here. And because it was doing that, blowing a little bit there, bubbling, I thought, well, maybe it was exhaust gases coming up through when you'd stop. But friends, that wasn't what it was. It wasn't exhaust gases. What it was this old radiator cap. Yep, I put the, let's see if it's gonna blow. That wasn't good, was it? Y'all see that? My Lord, that was nasty. So I filled this up, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you look up under there, of course, it's a lot wet now because everything that just came flooding out with that new cap. But I pull up to the O'Reilly's, and I was going to get the parts I needed for JC's truck, and I looked up under this one, and yep, just like that, it's just flooding out everywhere. My water pump went bad in my old 302. Water pump just leaking like crazy. So I bought another water pump. So now I gotta put a water pump on this one. So I'm not only gonna put a water pump on it, I'm gonna put a sending unit on it. I'm gonna put a new thermostat on it. But got work to do. Oh, when it rains, it pours. So first thing I need to do, I need to fix this one. And guess what? The old man said he's got a truck he's gonna bring tomorrow that we're gonna work on too. So we're gonna have 3 Ford trucks we're gonna work on in this episode. Hopefully we're gonna get ACs working. Hopefully we're gonna get everything to work as it should in this episode. When it rains, it pours, right? All right, this is JC's old 302. Of course, I've cleaned up the housing here. This is what I was doing. I was just getting ready to put the thermostat on, and then I knew I needed the hose, so I went to pick up the hose, and then it created all the problems with the Ranger, which was gonna happen anyway. It just so happened to happen while I was getting parts to work on the coolant system of another Ford, and then that one went out. So I went on and got some blue RTV. I'm gonna just smear a little blue RTV here, just because that surface is from 87 until now, that surface isn't perfect. Of course, it's going to be mated up against this gasket, which, you know, will be not perfect, but will be better. So I'm going to smear a little bit here, a little bit there, and then we'll jam it up, get our bolts in. I've let the engine cool, which is, boy, it's really good to make sure the engine's cool, because if it ain't, all this down in here is hot. Don't ask me why I know that. All right, y'all, the Mega Blue RTV. Of course, you got to cut your little clamp here. You got to cut your hose down to where you want it. Watch your blade, because if you don't, you'll have a shorter finger. So I'm actually going to use that little bit there and just cut it off just a little bit. Boy, gnats in Georgia when you're sweating is just horrible. But getting ready to get all this smeared on. Always turn your cap over, bang, hit it right there. Put this on, she's ready to go now. I mean, look at here, y'all. I mean, that Mega Blue is ready to go. So what I do, of course, squeeze it on through, get you a little bit on there. Don't need a bunch. I'm just putting it on the mateable surface. See there? I mean, I don't know who in the world would have cut that rascal off so short and just let a little bitty bit come out. Don't cut it where I cut it on down a little bit. Yeah, next one, yeah, there you go. Now you're putting in, now we're cooking with grease. So you see here, I'm just putting a little bit of this RTV that you can smear it in. Just going around. You don't want it so bad that it's gonna get in and clog up your mess. Put it on, smear it a little bit. I mean, you ain't baking a cake, you ain't decorating a cake, so I mean, that'll look a little bit better. Now, while I'm letting this set up a minute, I want to tell y'all what I did. While I took this off and was letting the engine cool down, I stuck my finger. I'm gonna set this down and I'll show it to you. I was messing with it and I was sticking my finger up in here, up in the intake where the coolant goes, and look what I found. This was the old thermostat at 160. I think it's a good thermostat, but I'm taking it out. But look at here. Here's one that was a 192, probably original, that was in it, but this was in the intake. Now, I don't know if that might have been restricting water flow or actually coming in and banging up against this one. It might have actually been causing this one to hang open or hang closed. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's out, and hopefully it'll be working better. We'll let this sit a second, and I know probably all y'all can see is that radiator hose right there. Let's lean you on down a little bit. Maybe you can see a little more now. And we just set her on down in there. Slap it on where it goes. Push it in. And then see if you can get your bolt started. It's always good, y'all, when you're putting your bolts in and you feel it grab a tooth. Woo, if it grabs, I mean, you know you're doing good. And the bottom one, the hardest one, is already caught, y'all. It's that rainy day, that sun cloud is, the cloud's going away and the sun's coming back out. So, got that one started. Are y'all like me and ever wonder why they put so much sticky on these things right here? It's hard to get these labels off. I mean, why they gotta stick so good? I know you want them to stay on there, and some of them may stay on there for years, but man, they make them so doggone dip. That one came off halfway. Well, that didn't come off too bad. Thank you, O'Reilly's, for putting a good sticker on it. Hopefully the hose is just as good. I don't know how y'all set y'all's hoses up, but see, what I do is I get my clamps on, and I mean, I get it just to where they don't wobble around too much. I want them to have enough that they can move up and down or side to side if we need to, but I go on and get them set like that. And then when I get this hose clamp on, of course, I won't have to worry so much about where is it at and turning it the right way. And I see which way I want it turned so I can have my, you know, so I can get to it. So that's how I do mine. I don't know if y'all do y'all's like that, but that's the way RevStoration does it. If it makes sense, I don't know, but it makes sense to me. And just like I thought, that when you do that, you're going to eventually have to stick it down in there and loosen it up a little bit. So maybe it made sense at the time being. That hose is new and stiff. It needs something. Y'all look at here. Ford had a design flaw. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. Y'all see it? This right here, you gotta have a bypass hose that'll go from here to here. Of course, that bypass hose should be able to go all the way down to this. You can't get it no further than that, about right there. And the reason why is they got this bolt hole right here with an edge on it. So you go push it in, and your rubber hose hangs up right there as far as it can go. And what it does is it causes a crimp here. So what I'm having to do is cut this off so this edge is not going down as far. So I got to cut more off of this to make this side shorter to make it fit. Come on, Ford. Boss man Moose and JC's out here checking on. There's JC out here checking on me. See how it is. Nikki T's back at work. We out here. Y'all say, why ain't JC out here working on it? Well, y'all, I thought I was gonna fix the truck for my boy. I thought I was gonna do that. This gonna be a 5-10 minute job and ends up being a 2 or 3 vehicle job. But I'm still doing it. When you trim it down, of course, it keeps this area right here from kinking. Of course, I know I got to pull this side back off, but I just wanted to measure and make sure that was good. I'll tighten up this hose clamp right here and it won't leak. Right there and it won't leak. And then we can start putting our hoses back on, filling her up with coolant and praying she works. Well, let's see if she'll crank as she runs. hose is good and tight. The engine, of course, is running now. I'm gonna let it get up to temperature. I checked. I think it was actually water that might have already been sitting just where I had flushed it all out. And then whenever it cranked up, it was doing like that, and I was thinking it was dripping. So maybe I wasn't leaking. It's better be safe than sorry. So I tightened everything down a little bit more. Gave it a few more Derrickisms, a few more ooga-doogas. Tighten it up. I mean, the engine's running good right now. I'm gonna let it burp a little bit. Of course, if you look over here, I just got water there. I'm gonna wait for that thermostat to open up, cycle some through, and when it does that, then I will be excited. And while it does that, of course, y'all ever drink from a water hose? People tell you you shouldn't do that because something that's in the water hose these days. We used to do that. Y'all remember it'd be an old hot summer day and you go to drink some from the water hose, you turn it on, go run to the end of it. Don't grab it too quick now, because I mean, it'll light you on fire. You go to drink it and it'll be 1,000,000 degrees and scald your lips. So you gotta let it run a minute. Let that water cool off. We had about a 300-foot well, and boy, in a hot summer day, that old hose water was hard to beat. Gatorade didn't have nothing to do with it. Well, she's back together. I don't know, maybe with the sun, it's probably hard to see. Got everything back together. Let's see if she'll crank back up after sitting just for a minute. Hopefully she will. Oh yeah, she runs pretty good. Let's go see what the temperature will run. I'm gonna shut the hood. Let's take her for a test drive. Oh, I can make a mess. And nobody else has a Montclair work table. That took a nice. All right. So let's see. Without running into any more automobiles, let's give this baby a run around. Of course, I put a front end under it. Got the front end aligned today. Now I put a new thermostat on it and did the penny trick. And probably won't turn the air conditioner on. There a cop just went by me. We had some, let's see, it's running good so far. And it's a 180 thermostat. It's saying right at 185, 190, which is probably right because I'm sitting in traffic. So I'm hoping this is a done deal, hoping this one's good, hoping this one's fixed. I don't really know. I hope it is. So I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna go see if I can find the air filter for it. Got a parts house right down here. I'll make my way back. Maybe this Ford is at least somewhat working. I've got my air filter. Got a good old STP. Gonna get it in there and let it start breathing some clean air. But I went out to crank it up, and boy, it's a work. So yep, I got the timing advanced a little bit too far. So I'm gonna have to retard the timing a little bit, back it off, and after I get that done, still don't know if I'm cooling the way that I should. I may need a water pump, may need a radiator. I mean, it's been sitting for 48 years, even though it's a 1987. It feels like it's been sitting that long, so maybe it's just time for a new radiator. I could flush it, I could do this or that. I just, something ain't right. All right, what would y'all rather replace? A water pump on an 87 Ford F150 with a 302, or would you rather replace a radiator on a 1987 Ford F150? Looks like I might have to replace one of those. Maybe both of those if I'm in there that far and I don't know which one it is. Looks like the water pump's pumping, but if the radiator ain't cooling the water temperature, then it would kind of negate the thermostat, because when the thermostat comes on and all it's doing is keeping the water temperature at 180 or 195, then it's just gonna stay there. I don't know, maybe it's working some, not enough. Which one would y'all rather do? right, everybody, we're back. Day 2. So we're working on the Danger Ranger now. Yep, me and the old man hanging out together. He first thing he did is start barking orders. Tell you got to do this. I wouldn't do that. And I said, hey, I just want you here just for the video. I want everybody to see this old good-looking old man. He's just had so much trouble going on. Of course, Nikki T's been in and out, had surgeries, got all these different type things going on. She's doing well, actually, back at work. The old man, if you barely can see right over there, he's got his old pink truck that's supposed to be red. He's got it running, but that air conditioner don't work in it. And Grammy, my mama, don't like that, so we got to figure that out. If you saw, he had bed stuff on the in the back of it. That's where his house burnt down. Not his house, but a rental house. A great portion of it burned. Bathroom, one of the bedrooms, ceiling. So he got a lot of work doing with that, so he's cleaning it out. But he's gonna come hang out with us today, and we're gonna get a water pump on this one at least. We might do a water pump and radiator on another one, but we got a lot of work to do. So let's start disassembling this thing and get down so we can put that thing on it. Yo, this was a good idea. I mean, if I got an old fan, got an old Lasco fan blowing, but it's kind of like an oven effect. I mean, it's kind of heating it up, but then I'm trying to blow it out. So I don't know, 6 one way, half dozen the other. What you think, old man? Good idea, bad idea?
At least I ain't gonna get no sunburn.
I ain't gonna get sunburnt. All right, y'all, I was wondering if my water pump was bad. Is the water pump bad, old man?
Oh yeah, look at it.
Yeah, I'd say I'd say
I didn't have to take the bolts off. Just give it a
good
jerk.
Just give it a good jerk, and the whole thing, pulling everything might pump. I think it's a good idea. We're gonna need to replace that. All right, got that one off. You'll probably just see my forehead. All right, don't tell Greta I just did that. Just dropped a little bit of coolant. It was just water, y'all. It was just water. All right, y'all, the old man. He getting it done right?
Sit around waiting on you. We can get nothing done.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's the bolt for that side. All right, that should just slide out. Getting it.
All right, y'all, there's the old radiator. Fans rail. Yeah, I know that. All of that. But this is screwed on to this. If we look at this.
Bolted on to it.
No, it ain't. It's
screwed on?
Screwed onto it.
Left-handed thread, I guess, huh?
All I know is it's screwed onto it.
Yeah.
So we got to get the fan doohickey off. Then we got to get the pulley doohickey off. So we got to do all that on this. I'm going to go on and loosen up my tensioner. Wherever it's at down there, and go on and get the serpentine belt off. But got work to do.
That got it, didn't it?
Woo! Yes, sir.
Use the right tools at work.
It's amazing, ain't it? Oh. Tell you what, this little oven cooker in here has got it hot, ain't it? This fan over here.
I think it'd be better than the direct sunlight.
Well, they got one bolt. I mean, look at there. I mean, them working hands right there, y'all. Look at them hands. them hands that did work a long time ago.
I don't get dirty when I work.
Yeah. So, all right, old man, hold the camera.
Ooh, holding the camera don't need greasy hands, do it?
Oh man, I had the fruit that couldn't get married this morning for breakfast. You hear about it?
Uh-uh.
It's cantaloupe.
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 Cantaloupe. Okay.
I grew some cantaloupe, y'all.
Okay.
Had it for breakfast, and it was some kind of good.
Have to elope to get married.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's I don't know if that bolt is a bolt or. Yep, that's all it is. Oh, it's coming out, old man. It's coming out.
Yeah, we just don't want to break water boats.
Is that the last one? Don't feel like it.
Nope.
Oh, darn it. Where else could there be another bolt, y'all?
Want my light?
No, I've already looked enough. Ah, where's it at? Oh man, where's it at? All right, let's get up on there and see if I see another one. All right.
Bolts. Uh-oh, mama's home.
Which mama?
Your mama.
Oh, my wife.
Your kid's mama. She come home for lunch, I guess, huh?
I guess so.
Look yonder, folks.
Nikki T is home.
Lou Ford. Smile, you're on camera. Mama come home and get some lunch. Had to get away from them kids for a little while anyway, huh?
I'm off for the rest of the day.
Oh, okay. There ain't no kids today, no way, huh?
No, training's
I bet that
over.
was fun last night with, what'd y'all have, teachers, what was it?
Yeah, open house.
Open
last
house,
night.
that's what it's called. Woo. I'm sorry, there's the phone.
Whew.
I mean the camera.
You wanna go get some dirty clothes on? The old man wanted to confirm he got his hands dirty.
I said, you gotta put that on camera. I helped.
Whew.
I helped. He let me help him, folks. You believe that?
All right, we're all the way down to the water pump. Of course, got to get this off, get this out the way. I did have to unbolt the air conditioner with all the hoses and everything. So I unbolted the air conditioner. Now we're gonna have to, after we get the new water pump on, finagle this back in and get it all bolted on. That's just part of the doohickey. And I'm opening up space. I got me a new thermostat and I got me a new sending unit. I don't know which one of these is the sending unit, or is both of them the sending unit?
Both of them's on the water. No, yeah, this is in the house, in the head, the intake, and that one's probably the water going back.
Well, I
the
got
bottom of the radiator.
got two sending units, and I got both of them because they said it shows two. I didn't know which one. Nicky T, if he turns all them tools over, I'm gonna be tearing somebody's butt up, and it won't be my dog. We know that was a trip.
What about moose?
Yo, I thought it was rough when the old man came out and was telling me how to do anything. That doggone Nicky T's done come out and told me, what are you doing with your boat?
You should do a poll. Smart to keep bolts here, put bolts on a table. Where you
All right,
put
y'all,
them.
Nicky T said we need to do a poll. Here's the poll. When y'all working on a car and it's going exactly according to plan, you probably label your bolts and put them in little baggies and put them on the table and do like the women say. But when you're like me and your hands look like this, and I mean stuff
Nobody
has hit
said anything about
stuff
baggies
hit
on
the
labels.
fan. I mean, I put my bolts where they drop, and I work until I get
And
it
then
done.
they drop down there and you can't find them.
Well, see, we ain't worried. If we lose a bolt, nobody'll know it, right? We won't know where, and nobody'll know it. I won't tell anybody. Anything else?
Table.
Table. All right, y'all. We're down to this. So I got this. Look at here. This thing got two sending units on it. I bought two sending units because the guy said, which one you got? I said, I don't know. I said, give me both of them. Whichever one I don't use, I'll bring back. Look like I need both of them. Look like I got one here and one here. Ain't that something?
Where are those last couple of bolts you just took out? On the table.
I love my family, y'all. Thank God for them every day. Whew.
Rev gets a little, we won't say grouchy, we'll say frustrated.
Frustrated.
Got to poke at him a little bit.
All right, 3 holes down from the top. 1, 2, 3 holes down from the top. I think my virtues are coming down.
I'm gonna bring it over here and hold it.
All that sweat. Georgia heat.
Look at that.
I'm gonna break them if you're not sure.
This one will break on y'all. Watch it. I'm gonna break them off.
I wouldn't say that. No.
This one ain't as...
Do you know we can't take Moose to the vet anymore?
What's that?
Because last time I took him, the ducks kept attacking him. I guess it was because he was a purebred dog.
Ducks like that bread, don't they, girl? There she is, y'all. Nicotine didn't even see it coming off.
You gonna do it again?
Look at there, y'all.
You want to do it again?
I think the bearings are bad. I think the bearings are shot.
What does the house
God.
fan look like?
I think it don't look bad. Thousands. I mean, she's been on there for about 270,000 miles, so I think that was a good water pump. I think she was a pretty good water pump. All right, y'all, we went in and ate. I actually went and bought a power steering hose for the truck. Went and bought a big sack of crystals. I don't know if y'all got crystals where y'all from, but boy, they some kind of good. They ain't good for you, but they good to you. And all right, y'all, we got a rainstorm, so I'm gonna have to oil up and dry my tools off here in a little bit. I got my water pump with all the bolts. Let's see, I'm gonna put them in the order that they came out and make sure. Just the big ones. I think all of them are the same. Yep, except those two that go there. All these are the same size, these 5. So now we're going to turn this over and dry it, and then we're going to get our gasket. That's the word I'm looking for. We're going to get our gasket. We're going to dry this off and get our gasket set on this side. We're going to get a little bit of gasket made all on that surface, and then we're going to put the two together and you know, go in reverse. Oh, some blue is good, more blue is better. Is that right? Yep, I got the old Mega Blue gasket mate. Got it on both sides of the gasket. Got it down there on the mating surface of the, what was that, timing chain? I guess timing chain cover. No, I didn't clean the timing chain cover anymore. And yes, we probably should already have replaced the thermostat right now. But that's probably what I'll do. I'll put this on, then we'll go into replacing thermostat and all that. Nicotine's back out here telling me what to do. The old man's still over here.
Still telling me what to do.
Always. He said, what you want me to do? And then gave me one option. Y'all know what that means. I know what he wants to do.
Right beside it. Right below it.
Whew. Nicotine, I just tasted crystals again.
Ew.
That ain't good.
That's what they're known for.
Indigestion bugs.
Seem to be a colon cleanser.
I'm done with that. New water pump is on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the thermostat, and I'm going to replace these 2 sending units. Now, why does the 4302 have 2 sending units, one here and one here, both those connected to the water housing? I assume they're both, that's what they are. I'm going to replace this one first because I know this one's in. I'm going to take this clip off and see if that is the other one that I bought. But we're going to replace that, clean all that up. Oh, thermostat housing coming out. I'd say she's about time for a thermostat. What you think, y'all? I mean, she's getting uglified. I can't even read the number on there. Hold that, old man. Need to clean up that thermostat housing as best I can, and make sure, don't take it out. I'll make sure I put it in the right way. Man, the gasket itself is gone, ain't it?
Nope. Yes, go.
Yeah, the gasket is disintegrated.
Disintegrated?
Maybe still on
what I
that
said?
down yonder.
No. You said like
Is it
disintegrated.
still
Disintegrated is not a good word.
Disintegrated. I don't know what you said.
Disintegrated. I enunciate. I'm a wordsmith.
You added letters.
I added letters is what Nicotine.
Disintegrated, not centigrated.
Play it back.
Yes, go.
Yeah, the gasket is disintegrated. 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 Why would Ford have 2 sending units? Two of them exactly the same.
Created by man.
See if that'll plug on there. It should. Don't push it all the way till it locks. Nope, I wouldn't lock it. I wouldn't have locked it down there. You gotta take.
Push the button.
Push that.
Push that right there. Okay. So we got to get another one of these. We're replacing them. But you got the camera on me without me knowing it for. What's up, y'all?
You know the camera's always watching. Trying to make it look easy.
Who? All right, y'all. All that back on. Now we're ready to drop the thermostat in.
I spy with my little eye a Rev.
Whew, hey y'all. Looking, trying to remember where this boat went.
Wasn't there 3 over on this side?
Yes, sir. I just don't know where this third one went. So Nicky T's got a camera on me where I can't find it. I could find it. The camera wasn't on me. I couldn't find it. All right, let's do it.
Got it.
Woo, we make a pretty good old team, y'all. Nobody else I'd rather be working. Y'all can probably think all kind of folks. Old Derek from Vice Grip Garage, I bet he don't get frustrated.
Real short on camera. We show it like it is. The real thing.
Oh, Derek's a good guy. He's one of the best. He's the...
Young lady at Chris will tickle me. You the pastor, you gotta hug me.
Yes, he don't want to hug. Pastor.
You said, that's my daddy. She said, you gonna get a hug too. Okay.
Just giving all kind of hugs out. She said she had met the pastor at Calvary at Walmart. I told her, well, you met the pastor at Porterdale at Crystal's. She came over and gave me a hug. Had her arms out for 10 steps.
Kept telling me, talk so much. I'm gonna go over yonder and hush.
She said they told her she ain't ever hush her mouth. I said, I get it. Yeah, she's bad as me.
She could,
She'd carry on the conversation by herself, I bet.
and she was low talking too. I could hear her a lot. I was wondering if when you was gonna, you had your head cocked a little bit just to hear her, didn't you? She didn't talk real loud.
I could hear about 50% of what she was saying, but that's still a lot. She's a good woman now. Woo, y'all. All right, y'all, I done put a gallon of regular, not 50-50, full flavor antifreeze. And we filling it up here. Huh?
Oh, well, that's where he missed it.
My mama will knock you out that chair you say that again. Oh, God, my mama said it's leaking. Ooh, I hope it ain't leaking.
You missed the hole.
I get in trouble if I do that around the toilet. Nicky T cleans up with a toothbrush.
Yours.
I don't do it no more. Oh man, I don't hear nothing.
Huh?
Here, you want this?
It is dripping in there, but
It is. I'm telling you, I'm sitting right here looking.
stop it.
Well, whatever you did, just pour water all down there.
Put that way up yonder. Let's do this. We about to crank her up. First start today. Hopefully she don't leak water or transmission fluid. Or yep, get up on there, old man. Watch
Should I put the top on it? Don't stop the game.
It's still dripping. Well, maybe not.
I guess the fan blowing the water.
Danger Ranger is back in action. I mean, I don't think that water pump is perfect. Thermostat's good. I don't know. Let's see if the temperature is coming up, Daddy. Oh yeah, it's putting some of that out in the cooler. Temperature coming up off of C. Where's it at?
Temperature's almost good. What about, I'd say 3, about a quarter.
Man, it ain't done that in forever. Woo! I guess my old temperature gauge wasn't right for about 10 years. But it's right now because I got 2 new temperature gauges on it that I don't know what does what, but they're in there and they're not leaking. Yo, what time is it?
5:25.
5:25. Y'all reckon we can do another one? Woo! I think tomorrow's gonna be it. Yo, Nigga T's riding with me. We got to go get that up a pulley. So we're gonna get a little bit more work done tonight.
His truck sounds like a banshee.
That still goes. Woo, woo, woo.
That's his new name, not Danger Ranger, it's a banshee.
I like Danger Ranger a whole lot better, Nigga T. All right, y'all. So we're going to get that. That'll finish our work for tonight, and probably tomorrow we'll put a radiator and a water pump on a 302. Our real helpers out here, Nicky T and Ray Ray.
Yeah.
Reagan's just out here taking pictures of herself or having JC to do it around all my old trucks, you know, trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. Hold this, Nicky T. I hope it don't squeal, y'all. I think we got a pulley on it. We crank it up, so y'all to crank up.
My ear's still ringing from the last
Good.
time.
Oh god. Is he doing that again?
Squeal.
Oh good lord.
Y'all think it's gonna squeal?
Probably. Like a headphone warner on that one.
Day 3, back to truck number 1. Of course, I put the thermostat, put a new cap, everything on JC's F150, and still not cooling the way that I want it to. It now has a 180 thermostat in it. Some of y'all may say, well, it's always just going to be that. Well, I bought a radiator for it. I bought a water pump for it. So we're going to go on and throw those on and eliminate at least more things that would be causing it to heat up. Of course, the truck is running fairly well, but boy, it's using gas like crazy. I'm getting like 8 miles to the gallon. Something's going on with that. I penny plugged the EGR valve. Don't know if that's gonna happen. It's early in the morning. My voice is a little off. It's getting primed and ready to preach in the morning. So let's dig in.
How'd y'all about the big gully washer? Really as bad of a gully washer as I anticipated. All right, got 2 radiator bolts right here. We got one little turny doohickey down there, and I think I can just lift her right on out. So, tell y'all, these 87 Fords just disappointing me now. I'm gonna tell you why. I got so many doggone 10mm bolts on this Ford. Ford ain't supposed to have millimeter mess on it. I'm just telling you. But we're making it happen. I'm going to get a bigger ratchet because that one just ain't got it in it. So the old radiator should just slide right on out of there. Oh, here's the old radiator. Y'all, boy, she's still heavy. Wonder if it's because it's full of sediment. I hope it is. Might be because it's full of water. Don't show that.
It's got some little dents and...
It's an old one. And it's heavy, so I'm hoping this got a whole bunch of stuff in it. All right, now we can slide this out.
we now have access. Get to our water pump. So if y'all look in here, I gotta take all this off to get to that back there. Just like my old 302, just like my old 3.0, but this 302 is just a little bit bigger. It gives me a little bit more space to maneuver around and work. So now all I gotta do is do it. So y'all, we got the bolts out. That's a new clutch on my fan. And y'all tell me, I think the fan blades are turned the right way. I checked that. All right. Oh, there's the pulley up against my finger. Oh, there's the pulley. She's got a few years on her. All right, there's the water pump. So I really didn't have to take this off. Have to unbolt both the air conditioner and the power steering pump and get them out the way. All right, y'all, I'm hoping this just slides. Looks like it does.
Connected with some hoses though.
Hoses, I ain't worried about no hoses. I'm just trying to get it off my water pump. All right, so if I can get something kind of...
All kind of stuff connected.
Oh, what's that pouring out?
Water.
Water?
Could be fluid from where it hit and...
All right, y'all, this is where we get our old ratchet hose or ratchet strap or something. Find something to ratchet it to and get this up out the way. Up. All right, y'all, the inside of that is probably what the inside of the radiator looks like. Of course, maybe not, because that ain't no water jacket or nothing gets in there, no water. All the water's inside of that. Well, that's what the backside of that looked like, which ain't good.
Looks gross.
My whirly wheel and get it ready to put the new water pump on. And guess what, y'all? We're ready to go in reverse. Nicotine's leaving me. That's a good side of it, but what you going? She going, look at her, y'all. I mean, that's a good woman right there. When I say whirly wheel, she knew just what to go get. She's a better gopher than the old man. Looks better too. Old man talks better though. He's coming, y'all. He's gonna tell us what we've done wrong thus far. And he'll sit here and watch, and I'm gonna love it. So it got down in there. That could be. It could have been leaking, baby.
Yep.
Could have been leaking back in there.
Looks like something got back in there.
Yeah. I don't know if that's leakage or what that is.
It's grossage.
It is grossage. Watch your eyes, Nicotine. You should be wearing eye protection with this little dart shooter. Nicotine, you know, me and you were talking about the old man a minute ago. You know how in his old age he stays so cool?
No.
Because he's got many fans.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Thank y'all for liking my daddy. I like him too. And Facebook didn't run us off. YouTube, I mean, didn't run us off for calling him old man in the last episode. That's who he is. And you know what you call a fake noodle? You call it an imposter.
Oh my gosh. You know you call a snowman with a six-pack? A
snowman with a six-pack? I don't know.
Abdominal snowman.
Abdominal snowman. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, that's my wife. I love her to death. She comes up with good ones like that. All right, y'all, we're cleaning up the mating surface. And then we'll go from there. Something's on my phone.
Yeah.
You know why a leopard can't hide?
He's easy to spot.
He's always spotted. Look at this brand new water pump I got. Now, of course, all that is just where I left it out in the rain in my truck. But look at the backing. Of course, it's got a gasket that goes in there. And then it's got this metal
and then the gasket goes on the outside. Y'all look at it. I couldn't get the hole down in there. I gotta loosen these up and bang this down some, or it's cut the wrong way. And then that just ain't, that's unacceptable. I mean, cause you get that thing lined up and you can't get your bolts through there, whoo, disappointed you would be. So I gotta rectify that. All right, y'all, it ain't perfect, but sometimes you want it done right. You know how you gotta do it. You gotta let Nikki T tell you how, and then you get it done. So we're trying to see where all we gotta glue. We're gonna glue it up. Nikki T, you ready?
I can trace the gasket.
Pop some glue. Oh, no. I'm gonna draw her some lines. She don't need no lines drawn, but
I feel all the trust in this relationship.
well, you see where all that is, where that black is? That's where I need blue on the underside of it.
Ready?
Get to work, girl. Knock it out. Oh, now don't let the toothpaste go out. You got to hold it back so the toothpaste don't go out the back. Now see how it works. What could I tell her to do, y'all? What advice do you give her? That continuous line? All right, you got to make sure you go around this piece. That's the important part. There you go, solid line. Knows what she's doing, y'all. All right, y'all, we're gonna let Nikki T finish her part, and then I'm gonna slap it down, put some on the other side, and let her dry them into the two, and she'll be ready to go back together.
Who did it better, y'all? That's Rev's handiwork right there on top of the gasket.
The old man is back. You didn't even change your shirt, did you?
Yeah, I changed shirts.
He did change shirts, and Mama said he made sure he put another old shirt on. So the old man went and got an orifice tube. We might tear down into his air conditioner after we get this one uploaded and done. Got it all cleaned up and ready to go.
It wasn't hard.
Told me yesterday at 10 o'clock, so y'all got up early this morning, huh?
Yeah,
Supposed to
Reagan.
be eating at 5:30.
Eating.
Got to be eating at
Oh,
5. We got a dinner date. Nikki T said we gonna make it. She gonna get her sushi.
It wouldn't have lasted much longer.
What?
Yeah,
It was wobbly.
yeah, you didn't feel it. Feel it.
Hey, y'all look here. The old man said
Look how wobbly that thing is.
Oh yeah, my water pump's going bad. Woo!
It was gone.
Hopefully that's the fix.
Hear it knocking? Turn. I mean, I can.
I was just gonna make sure it wasn't spinning. That would have been the ideal if that juggle would have been clutching. Yeah, it was getting ready to go bad, so it was needed. So, oh yeah, you hear that?
You can hear it clicking. You can even see it move. Watch that.
Yeah.
See it? That's.
All right, well, it needed a water pump. I don't feel so bad.
The new one's on.
I don't know if it's going to solve your problem, but
Quit saying that, old man.
that helped. Because that wouldn't have lasted another month or so at the most. Right in the middle of school.
He's gonna be doing a lot of driving.
So that right there saved you, I think.
Really scared me to death. I thought this thing was making some noise. Oh, get on in there.
Let me pick up the back of it, get it even.
See what am I doing wrong?
You gotta get this one aligned. You're not here.
Let me show you something. Where'd my hammer go? Here it is.
Thank goodness it's not a
Oh
boat
yeah.
trailer.
What you bringing that up for? See, always get. My wife don't get hysterical. She gets historical. Start bringing up crap from the past. All right, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
All
Get
going
these started.
back together.
Zip it on back in. All right, y'all. We're just getting everything set up that goes on it. Wonder what these. Wonder if the O-rings
what it gives you 2 O-rings for. Yeah. Tighten that up. These. Here. New radiator coming in. Oh.
Because it's sitting got a little way a little bit. This thing over here. So I need to pull it over.
You're sitting in your tray up there, sitting in mine, sitting in yours.
I can't see mine.
That's his.
If you hold it, just let my fingers.
Alright, let's see where it goes, I think. This, we've got to come over this way. You're sitting on a hose down here. Hoses that get you in trouble all the time. Still got to go down further, Daddy.
Come this way a little bit.
Just to go down further.
Lines up in that hose.
All right, I hear you. Woo! Yo, this last boat, boy, it's always, and I'm telling you, it's always the hardest one. It's the transmission cooler line, and it's about 1 inch long. And if you ain't got it square, she ain't going in. How long did it take me to get it square?
About 5-6 minutes.
That's sweet, baby.
Being nice on the camera.
Oh, it took me forever, y'all.
He didn't get frustrated at all.
No, I mean, it wasn't no problem. Took me a bit. All right, y'all, I got to clamp this hose down.
There's the clamp. I was afraid you was going to forget it, so I went over there to pick it up.
Get that off. Put this on here. That on. Put this clamp on. Then we get ready to fill it up with some fluids.
Yay!
So,
Time to filter.
You don't mind.
y'all wouldn't do this. But guess what? Don't bother me a bit. It's leaking down the bottom of. Good answer.
I think it's full.
All right, y'all, y'all, get ready to take it.
All right, okay, watch it. He's gonna crank it.
I don't see any drippage, leakage. It ain't leaking.
All right, y'all. We're gonna burp the engine, let the thermostat come on. Thermostat comes on, we're gonna give it a test drive right at the mom and daddy's house and get some R12. He got some R12 in the refrigerator. We don't want nobody to know. We can't sell it, but we got it. Don't tell nobody. All right, y'all, we made it all the way to the old man's and the temperature ain't got up. I think my gauge is bad. I think it's been wrong the whole time because it's running cooler now with all the stuff we've done to it. But I still don't think still got water in my reservoir.
Down some.
Yeah, well, it's gonna bubble down. Watch.
Yeah, no.
Look at there. It ain't even got pressure on it.
No, it ain't hot. No, it ain't hot.
Watch this. We drove that thing for 20 miles and that water ain't moved. She ain't running hot, y'all.
Yeah, she ain't hot.
It ain't even,
That thermostat's opening and closing, just running good.
Look, I can stick my finger down in that water. It's about, what? That's about 180. Stick your finger in it. I bet it's 180.
It's hot. But
It's 180.
it ain't hot.
It ain't burning up. Y'all, I don't know if anything, I don't know if we had to do this, but I'm glad we did. It gives us peace of mind. Old boy's air conditioner's working good. The power steering's working good now. So I think Nicky T, this boy's in 11th grade, and all he's taking is college classes. I mean, at the college, ain't even going to high school. I think he's going to high school for landscaping. What is his other class? Oh man, I can't think of what else he is, but we proud of JC. Reagan's already taking college classes in 10th grade, and JC's taking them at the college in 11th grade. So good youngins. All right, y'all, now we're working on the old man's rig. Of course, this is one we got up and got it running, and then it stopped running. He took it to the shop, got it running good again, put insurance on it. He's driving it around. It's red, but it looks pink because we need to put some rubbing compound on it and polish it up. But he's also got an issue with his air conditioner. I think it's the orifice tube here. So we're going to undo. We weren't releasing air pressure or anything in the system. We weren't doing that. So y'all don't worry about, don't think we did that. So we're gonna pop this off, get the orifice tube out. Hopefully we got a good orifice tube. We're gonna put it in, put a good orifice tube in. Hopefully we got the right one. I think there's like 3 kinds that came in this truck. I know it's hard to see, y'all, but there is an orifice tube down in there somewhere. But I wonder why. I think it's a tad bit clogged up. So I've got to now go get my needle nose and see if I can tinker and fool and get that one out. Because there's one in there, just got to get it out. See if I can get this rascal out without breaking it. Oh, and that didn't. Woo! It is in there, y'all. It's blue. You got a blue one?
We bought red and...
Was there no blue?
I don't know what this one is.
That's black.
That's black.
No, he said he didn't have the black. I got
Didn't have the blue.
He had, yeah, he didn't have the blue one.
All right, y'all, we have our blue orifice tube, if you can see here, and it just, of course, this goes right down in there until it can't go no more. There's the old one. Here's the new one. And I mean, you'll feel it when you go down, and it don't go no more as far as it goes. And then we check our O-rings. Always make sure the O-rings turn, and they do. Could they probably be new? Should we use new ones? Probably could.
You didn't buy those, so.
Yep, didn't buy them. All right, so that clicked. That clicked. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna load it up, and the old man don't want y'all to see what he's loading it up with. He's loading it up with the old, some of that old R134A. Y'all know what it is? We're gonna load it up with the good stuff. All right, y'all, we got the girls in here blowing out cold air. All right, y'all, that's 3 Fords. That's a 1999 Ford Ranchero. What did we start on? We started on the 1987 Ford F150. Put a thermostat in it. Oh, I thought, nope, it wasn't fixed. Put a, then I was driving my 99 Ranger to go get parts, and the water pump went out in it. So then I put a water pump in my 99 Ranger. And then I put a water pump in the radiator in the 87 F150, and now we've got the 92 F150 with the AC working. Y'all, we got to do some work on this paint job, but I think all in all it's pretty good. I'm gonna tell y'all this, for me, for my mama, for my beautiful bride Nicky T, and for the old man, we have had a jam up good time. I don't know how we close any of these videos out, but we don't show enough. Thank y'all for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. We had a good time. What do we say? Deuces. May God bless. Love y'all. Hey, we want to thank y'all again for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking this button down below, or you can watch a video that may be suited for you or a recent upload. here down below. So once again, we thank you for watching. Deuces. May God bless.